Thank you very much for being here. We want to remind the audience to please not... You're just wasting time. Secretary Clinton, you won the genitals toss, so you'll go first. Our first question comes from Mr. Trump. You have 2 minutes.
Well, I would agree with that. I agree with the this is a great country. I've gotten to know this country over the last 800 billion years that I've been doing. Bill Clinton, that was locker room talk. I'm proud of it. I am an African-American who has great respect for Tupac.
Thank you, Mr.
And
Trump.
that's what I want to talk about.
Secretary Clinton, do you want to respond?
Well, like everyone else, I've spent a lot of time thinking about penis, ranking them from 1 to 10. These are very important values to me.
And Secretary Clinton, I do want to follow up on emails.
Please do not talk. You're just wasting time. The question was about locker room. We received a lot of cocks online, Mr. Trump, for as you can imagine. Do you understand that?
No, I just say that, well, the kids understood what was said. This, where you have ISIS chopping off people, ISIS drowning steel in people cages, and they look at our locker rooms and they see our cocks.
Just for the record, though, are you saying that you did actually kiss from that bus without consent or grope in that bus without consent?
I have great respect for that bus. Nobody has more respect than I do. Well, for New York, in New York, where Hillary was going to bring back Josh, and she failed in every way possible. We saw that firsthand. If you look at, but a dance meme, really the #1 dance meme, that was something that happened when Hillary talks about Josh. I think it's law.
Secretary Clinton is generating an intense...
Well, first, let me start by saying he's not way in his and he to decide using out Landa and people did a shrink about. That's his choice. And he never apologized for the racist lie that President Obama was not born. He owes the president an apology. He owes our country an apology. He never apologized to the distinguished judge who was born, but Donald said he couldn't be a judge, and our children were watching.
Okay, we're going to move on.
And yet, she didn't know the word "see." She didn't even know what that word meant. And this is after getting a subpoena.
We have to move on. Secretary Clinton, you can respond, and then we got to move on.
We want to give the audience a chance here.
Let alone after getting a subpoena.
Secretary Clinton, you can respond, then we have to move on to locker room.
Look, please
you didn't delete him?
Allow her to respond.
What about the other 15,000?
Please allow her to respond. She didn't talk while you talked.
But let's at least focus
allow her to
on some of
respond.
the
Let's see what happens.
issues. Please
you didn't delete him?
Allow her to respond.
Okay, Donald, I know you're into big dicks, anything to avoid talking about your tiny penis and the way it's exploding and the way we're leaving you and talking. But let's at least focus.